The biggest headlines, the voices, the moments driving SFR BTR forward. Give us less than 10 minutes. We'll take you inside SFR BTR, your new weekly must-have habit. Wrap up your week inside SFR BTR. New episodes drop every Friday on Everezi Media and wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Inside SFR BTR for Friday, May 1st, 2026. I'm Gregory Frank along with Ryan Saturday. This week's show is powered by Blue Chip Maintenance. Coming up, from St. Louis to New Orleans, we're on the ground covering the industry's most important events. Then, on Build Together, Roberto and Adriana break down real-world relationship hacks that actually work. Next, Jennifer Merritt gets real on SFR She Suite with an authentic conversation you don't want to miss. Plus, Brad Hunter breaks down intent at a time when the industry is searching for direction. And we wrap it up with the Reshma Report, data funnels and the evolving perspective resident experience. We've got a packed show for you today. Let's get started.
Hey Ryan and Gregory, it's Andy Zhu
and Sierra Bernal
with the City Scout here in St. Louis. You guys can see our very authentic arches here behind us. We're at the Builder Innovator Summit and it's been awesome. The vibes are great. This is a technology-focused conference about what's the future. We've learned a lot. Taking back to Nashville, some great connections, exciting times, and highly recommend this conference in the future for other people.
And I learned that I'm good at ring toss.
Very good at ring toss. Won the World's Fair event.
Well, this is Inside SFR and BTR. Thanks for checking in.
Hey Ryan, hey Gregory, Charlotte here.
And Donnie.
From Blue Chip Maintenance.
Hi Gregory and Ryan.
What are the things that you guys have implemented within your relationship or outside that have made you efficient and as successful as you are today?
We've understood and learned what each of us are good at, right? And I would say Lucy is amazing at organization, at tracking the details. And me, I'm thinking bigger picture. I'm taking more risk. And through different seasons of our relationship and careers, that's really given us the opportunity to take some risk and do some interesting things.
See you guys always posting online, and Lucy, you have women's groups and Bible studies, and I know you do a lot with your community outside of just obviously your real estate sales. Why that's so important to you guys and how that's kind of contributed to your relationship and the foundation for your kids.
We were newlyweds at Seven City and we joined Bible study, and so we were with young families that were in our season of life, and I was pregnant with our first child, and the power of prayers I really experienced because we had our first child premature, like 7 weeks early. And I think that is really where I felt community being such a strong pillar.
You have to show up as your authentic self. I have learned in all of this that you have to listen to the feedback of other people so that you can be self-aware. But at the end of the day, you have to show up as your authentic self. And those are things that you can't and should not change about you because they're things that make you unique and make you stand out. Love homes, love real estate, love investing, and absolutely love sales. And started out in metal sales, believe it or not, stainless aluminum and carbon. Worked a lot with aerospace companies, so that's where I cut my teeth. Now I'm in the PM space and have been for 7 years. But my husband and I have been in real estate for many years before that. Actually, the house that I'm standing in, we built. And when I say we built it, my husband literally designed the entire, he was the structural engineer. We were out in the snow, putting beams, giant beams up with cranes. We painted the entire thing. We had a lot of fun. And we're going back through all the memories that we've had building this house. So yeah, just been in sales, been in the industry for a while. Love homes, love real estate, love investing, and absolutely love sales.
The intent is to stop institutional investors from buying up stock that would regularly go to the residential housing market. More supply means more affordable prices for home buyers, right? That's the intent, I think.
Yes, but that's based on this notion that I think is incorrect, that if you do that, people will buy instead of renting. But there's two different populations. There's people that are going to be renters and can't afford because their credit record or level of savings is not enough to get a down payment together, and they can't buy. It's not as if we're going to take this subdivision that was going to go as a rental subdivision and turn it into for sale subdivision, and that's going to just help everything. It's not clear to me that it translates and suddenly now you have these people having an opportunity to buy. You reduce supply, which is what Section 901 effectively will do. That's going to drive up rents. Reduce supply, more rent. That's just your simple demand curve. And so that's not intended. This is just a terrible time to reduce supply. Just the monthly cost of ownership, comparing a similar home for rent versus for sale, it's $1,000 a month on average less to rent than to own, forgetting about the down payment and all the other barriers to purchase. And so a lot of people just are going to need to rent. So on the social side of things, we shouldn't take away options for these families and households. And then from a business standpoint, we shouldn't mess with the market mechanism where builders have too much inventory, they sell it off to a rental company that can just allow people to move into those homes.
70 to 80% of renters never start with you, the operator. Prospective residents begin their search on ILS platforms like Zillow or apartments.com, environments property operators don't control. So here's the question nobody's asking. Is leasing in SFR actually a funnel, or is it a fragmented system and data?
Now we're seeing a ton of new data come in, especially with AI. 70% of renters actually go and they tour properties within 2 hours of having viewed the property online, which is a huge one. The vast majority of showings happen after hours and on weekends.
We're looking at anywhere between 40 to 60 leads that need to come through the funnel before somebody converts. We want to obviously do a better job of working with those folks earlier on in the process to help them convert through.
It's not a clean funnel. This is really a series of gates. Did they find an applicable home? Did they sign up correctly? Did they then get access when they got to the home correctly? There's so many different conversion gates, and I think that's what we as an industry get wrong. If you can't get in, your leasing numbers drop so drastically, so fast. And sometimes you never even knew that that thing was offline for a week or 2 weeks. But in the meantime, we've been dropping our price, thinking no one is touring that home.
The biggest headlines, the voices, the moments driving SFR BTR forward. Give us less than 10 minutes. We'll take you inside SFR BTR, your new weekly must-have habit. Wrap up your week inside SFR BTR. New episodes drop every Friday on Everresi Media and wherever you get your podcasts.